Yes. Oops, I went too far. Keep roll calling. I want to see you where you are. Yes, D. Yes, Nancy, Chicago, life coach. Carrie, she's a DEI consultant. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Lavanya, divorce recovery coaching program. Yes, you sell inspirational merchandise. Yes, Lavanya. Yes, yes, yes. Dolores, you're in Hayward, program manager, co-founder of a nonprofit, One Perfect Circle. Love it, love it. All community focused. Kyle, you're in Milpitas. Welcome, Kyle. Yes, come on, everybody. Don't hide. I see you. Okay, I see you. I want to see more of you. Please introduce yourself. Where we are in roll call mode right now. I want to see where you're from, what business idea you have, or what business you do currently have. Tell me about it, because the more I know about you, the more I can help you. As I'm doing my presentation, as I'm teaching you, I can specifically give you some tips and tools that will help you in your business. So the more I know, the better. Yes. Hi, Layla. How are you doing? Welcome. A herbalist. Love it. Author. Everything, huh? Sparkle, emotional intelligence consultant in Oakland. Welcome, Sparkle. I've talked to you, Sparkle. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome, everybody. Please don't be shy. Listen, this is the first step into becoming a successful entrepreneur is taking risks, taking chances, putting yourself out there, letting people know who you are, and not being shy and hiding. This is why a lot of people are not successful, because they hide. They're not telling people what they do. So if people don't know what you do or where you're at, how are people supposed to buy from you? So don't hide. Share who you are. Hi, Marissa. Hi, Michelle. You're an insurance advisor. Marissa, she does PPE, right? Those are masks, protective devices, especially right now. You have Anna Rita. She is a caterer, right? A caterer. Yes, 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 yes. Akisa, you are operations manager. I want to start a clothing brand. I love it. Rochelle, a DEI trainer. I have a lot of DEI clients, Rochelle. I have so many DEI clients. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. So if you are here, welcome. Thank you. Keep doing the roll call. We can't stay on there all night, but I welcome all of you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all. Hi, Magda. How are you? I want to just thank my clients and some of my former clients for being on here. You guys are always dedicated to learning more, right? So I appreciate you being here. All right. So for those that don't know me, this is my story, okay, in a nutshell, because I can't give you the full story today. But I had 20 years in nonprofit community and social justice political work before I moved into full-time entrepreneurship. So I was in the community. I was commissioner. I was vice president of NAACP. I was on several boards. I was a leader in the community. I am still a leader in the community. And I just was very heavily involved. I knew who were the game players, who were the movers and the shakers, who were the decision makers. That's where I was, and that's how I was involved. All right. And I was creating huge impact and building my influence. So I didn't even realize the things I was doing. This is what I'm gonna teach you guys today, that I was really building my influence and my leadership in my community. I was just doing the work. I just wanted to do the work. Okay. So I was creating huge impact and building my influence. I was on the path to political office. Like everybody was like seeing my trajectory was to run for office. They put me in trainings. People were giving me mentors. They were saying, okay, Chandra, you're going to run for city council. You're going to run for this. People, you know, all of my mentors are telling me, this is what we're setting you up for. This is why we see the leadership traits in you and we're preparing you for political office. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. So, you know, and most of you probably can relate to a lot of this, is that you're a leader, a superstar leader in your business, in your job, or wherever you work, an executive in all my positions. I was just like, I would rise to the top. I was always a leader. I always stood out. I always have a different vision and outlook for where I was going. And it was just different from everybody else, right? Some of you probably feel that way right now, right? And then in 2017, I made a decision, okay? I made a decision. And since then, I started the Powerhouse Academy and the Powerhouse Women. I built a multi-six-figure business. That's only since 2017. So I've been able to fast track success pretty quickly. Built a multi six-figure business. I help other women do the same thing, right? I help other women build a foundation, build the confidence, the mindset to do the same thing. And I help thousands of women realize their potential and finally go for it. Finally go for it, because so I sat back for so long. And I'm gonna tell you more about that, why I sat back for so long. But yes, so that's what I did. I received the Leadership in Business Award from the California State Assembly in business, and I've only been in business for 4 years. So I'm very proud of that because it's from the legislator, a leadership in business, right? So that means I stand out, and this is what I teach you all. You guys you can't be shy in business. If you are shy, or if you have fear, it's really going to prevent you from being successful, because you have to be relentless in business in order to get ahead. Okay. So just to not brag, but to tell you some of the awards and accomplishments that I've been able to obtain on why I'm qualified to teach you and why I'm qualified to be here and the reason why I'm successful is because I've been able to take leadership roles and do a lot of things and stand out and take risk and take action that have gotten me these awards. So I've received the 2015 One of the Most Influential Women in Silicon Valley, Women of the Year, 100 Black Women of Silicon Valley in 2015, 2017 Outstanding Leadership Award from the League of United Latin American Citizens, and then in 2020 Leadership in Business Award from California State Legislator. And these are only a few of my awards. I have a few more, but I don't want to just like keep naming them, but I wanted to let you know, and I'm going to tell you guys how I've gotten these awards and teach you guys some of the secrets on how you could obtain some awards as well. Because when you have awards, it just gives you a slight little more credibility and authority. When you put an award behind you, people answer the phone faster for you. People move faster for you. People do things a little faster for you when you have some awards, some credibility behind you. It just does. This is the truth. And this is why I bring it up. And this is why I like to teach women how to get there and how to do that. Okay. All right. So let me see, make sure there's no questions or anything coming up in the chat. Okay, good. We have Florida seeking to start a mission targeted Black men and boys open to children community salon and bookstore. Hi, Anna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Educational racial equity, consulting. Love it, Erica. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are bringing some good stuff here, okay? So this is my awards and accomplishments. Next is, I want to talk to you guys about what you're going to learn today, what I'm going to talk about today, okay? Oh, you know, just FYI, because I'm going to keep touching my face and I talk with my hands, I have a missing nail. It fell off today, all right? I have missing nails too, right? Don't we all? And I didn't have time to go to the nail salon. It is what it is. But I said, you know what? I'm going to tell them before they see it. I'm going to just put it out there and let them know it's there. Anyway, so tonight you're going to learn how I grew my social focused business. You're going to learn how I became an award-winning community leader and influencer, how to grow your business fast. So I'm going to give you the secrets that got me to grow my business fast, what I did and how I did it. Okay. How to position yourself for influence and fast track your visibility. All right. How to fast track your visibility. So since I am a social focused business, I have one foot in the community and one foot in business. It's strategic on how I got there, right? It's strategic. And a lot of you can do that too, because a lot of you are coming from social focused work as well and going into entrepreneurship. So the next thing is how to build your credibility and establish authority. How to do that online, right? How to do that online, because online is the #1 way to market yourself. It's the #1 way, right? Where is everybody else? Where is everybody every day? Everybody's on their phones, in their face. Their phone is right here in their face. So, you know, I'm going to teach you how to build your credibility and establish your authority. And then last, expand your impact and scale your profitability. How do you expand your impact, right? What does that mean? Like, how do you expand your impact? How do you expand your impact is by serving at a high level, right? And learning how to make money doing it. Once you learn how to develop a product or a service and you learn how to sell it, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Once you have a service or a product that solves a problem, because that's what business is, everybody. You have to solve a problem, a need that people want. If you can pinpoint something that you do really well, a skill that you have, that you can solve a problem, you have a product and a service that people will buy. You refine it, you package it up, and you sell it, and you put yourself out there, okay? So some of you are here because you were called, right, to do so much more in this world, and you know you were. A lot of you are here because you seen my post that said ambitious woman, you know you were meant for more, right? You knew you were meant for more, and you know you were meant for more, right? You've seen that and you were like, I got to see what she's talking about because I am meant for more. I remember in 2017, I seen a post that said, let me be your personal escape artist and leave your 9 to 5. And I was like, oh, I got to contact her. I got to see what that lady's talking about. And I contacted her. That lady was my first coach. And she helped me leave my 9 to 5, escape my 9 to 5 back in 2017. So I know whatever you guys seen, it attracted you to be here. Okay. You want to start a business or side hustle that impacts lives. You want to change people's lives, right? That's why a lot of you are here. Okay. You're the superstar employee at every organization you work in, and you're tired of building someone else's dream. This was me too. I was tired of working hard for an organization or a company that didn't value me, that would drop me in a quick second, right, and hire somebody else. Or I was making profit for another company. Whatever you're doing, whatever type of work, you are building somebody else's dream. You are just a piece of the machine of somebody else's dream. Why not be the machine behind your own dream? Behind your own dream. This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand, how some people can just stay with a company for so long and have a dream they just put on the back burner, right? If some of you guys can relate to that, just let me know. Just tell me you hear me, okay? Confidence. Will this PowerPoint be available afterwards for us to download? We could possibly send it to everybody on the email list. There'll be a replay too. A good thing to do is you could take pictures as you are going through it, okay? So everybody, some of you are building other people's dreams, right? You are building other people's dreams, or you're part of a machine of somebody's big engine of business that they're building, and you're just a piece of it right now. All right. Why not build your own? So look at this lady. Okay. Is this you? Because this was me in 2017. This is how I looked behind my computer. Okay. I was just fed up. I was done. I was like, why am I here? What am I doing? Doing reports, having meetings after meetings after meetings, and I wasn't working on my own dream. And I was frustrated. So, and I think I was like 38, 39, and I was like, you know what? I got to do something about this because I'm about to be 40 years old, and I'm not going to step into my 40s not working on my dream. I'm just not. I was just like finally done because I had been sitting on ideas and dreams for years without taking action. I was giving all my genius, all of everything into these companies. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. Okay. So I was getting ready to turn 40. I needed to make a decision. And I was like, hello, Chandra. Hello. Let's get it together. Can any of you guys relate to this, to what I'm saying? I want you to talk to me while I'm doing this PowerPoint. So what was I going to do with all this genius, all this clout I had? Because honestly, I do. I have clout. I could pick up a phone. I call the mayor. I could call city council. I could call leaders in the community that other people have no reach to. So what was I going to do with all of this? Some of you guys have power. Some of you have authority. Some of you have know-how. What are you going to do with it? What can you do with all that genius you have inside of you? All of that work experience that you have can definitely lend a hand to entrepreneurship, to being a boss, to delegation, right? You know how to delegate, you know how to think critically, you know how to make a plan, right? All of this can be a benefit to a business. So I was like, what am I going to do? And this is when I reached out to that coach, and I was like, I need help. I need to figure this out. I need some help. And I was definitely tired of only being inspired, and I wanted to be the inspiration. How many of you want to inspire the masses, right? You want to inspire other people. And some of you are already doing that, because some of you are my clients and I've already take action, and people are inboxing you and saying, what you're doing in your life and in your business is inspiring me, right? When I got the feel of that, and when I started taking action in my business and people were messaging me and telling me, oh my gosh, Chandra, like, I'm seeing you move and you inspired me to do this. You've inspired me to do more. I want to do more. I want to do this. I want to do that. It it fueled my fire. I wanted to keep going. And I know a lot of you who are my former clients can relate and know that you've inspired other people. So I know I was tired of only being inspired, right? I'm tired of only like going to a conference, sitting in the conference in the audience and looking at that woman that I admire and say, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I wish I could do that. I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to be the inspiration because I knew I had it inside of me. Okay, so these are some of my clients right here, a photo shoot that I had. So these are the steps, and this is a little freebie that I created for people. It's on my website, chandrabrooks.com. You can go and get it, chandra-brooks.com. But it's a freebie that I have. It's leave your 9 to 5. It's the 5 steps that it took me to leave my job, and what I had to do. I'm going to check these questions to see if anybody had anything to say. So smart, absolutely me. Oh, thank you, Fatten. My assistant put that, chandra-brooks.com. Okay. So these are the 5 steps I did, right? And then I documented it. I created this document to help other women do it. But I had to make a decision, right? I had to say, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm going to be about it. I had to make a decision, right? So that was the first thing. And then I had to develop a plan. What was I going to do? Who was I going to serve? What are my skills? What could I bring to the table? How can I create something? So I started writing that out, right? That was number 2. Number 3, I time blocked a plan to plan my dream. So if I worked from 8 to 5, I was getting up at 5 a.m. till 7 a.m. and working on my dream, and then coming home, cooking dinner, and then putting the kids to bed. And then I was up until 12 or 1 o'clock working on my dream, and I was building it. I was relentless. And I'm going to talk more about that later, about being relentless. And you have to be relentless if you want success. Okay. So I time blocked. What does that mean? That's blocking out time. Like, these are the times I'm going to work on my business. Like this is a done deal. Non-negotiable. I'm going to time block. And I did that. Okay. Number 4, I started saving money to invest in my dream. I used to call my job my GoFundMe. I wasn't mad at my job. My job funded me to pay for my coaches. It paid for, like systems for my new laptop, all my equipment that I needed for my business. My job was my GoFundMe. So I didn't resent my job. I was grateful for it. And I started saving money and putting money and investing money into me and my business and building it. Because you definitely have to invest. You can't nickel and dime your business. If you nickel and dime your business, you're going to get nickel and dime results. All right. Write this down, put it on your hand, tattoo it on you. Nickel and dime your business, you get nickel and dime results. All right. So the 5th thing I did was hire a coach to implement the vision. And that's when I hired my coach, the one I found that said, leave your 9 to 5, let me be your personal escape artist. She helped me build this vision, helped me leave my job. Okay. So since then, I haven't been without a coach. I've had a coach. And I think this is why I've been successful so fast, is because I hired a coach and was relentless to move forward and kept a coach because I'm a procrastinator. I'm an overthinker, just like most of you all, right? Procrastinator, overthinker, self-doubt, all of that stuff. I have all that. I had all that. I'm better now. I've grown, but it still creeps up on me. I have to do the work every day to keep it moving. And I have, like I said, I have to keep a coach on payroll to keep things moving along. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. I'm just checking to make sure there are no questions or no comments. So after that, I created a framework. I was like, how did I get here? Like, how everything I went through, what got me here, right? I had to get into a mindset and to believe that what I had, my product or service, was good, right? That whatever I had, and I had to work on that with my coach. Like I would say, Nobody wants to learn from me. Why would anybody want to learn from me? And she was like, have you looked at your bio? This is why my program's called Powerhouse Academy, because everybody would call me a powerhouse. And I would just, it was just normal to me. And I was like, I'm not nobody special. And everybody's like, look at your bio, look at the awards, look at your influence, you're a powerhouse. And then once I figured that out and we created a program, then I was like, believed in it. But I needed to work that out with somebody, right? I didn't come up with it by myself. So I had to believe, I had to build it and believe in it, right? And get the clarity. That's next, right? Clear. What is that product or service? Clarity around it and sell it. You know, get the clarity around it. No, this is my thing. My thing is a Powerhouse Academy, right? And then I had to build the confidence in it. So the only way you build confidence in something is about putting it out there. So I had to put my program out there and see if it worked. I had to enroll people in it and just get whoever I could in it. And I did, and people got success from it. If some of you know who Cherie Rivera is, one of my first clients, she was an admin assistant. You're gonna hear her story later. Admin assistant, now she's running a 6-figure publishing and ghostwriting business. She was an admin assistant at a law firm, 2 little kids fresh out of a new divorce, just taking care of a sick grandmother. She went through Powerhouse Academy, built her business, and she is sky's the limit right now. Okay, she's nonstop. So I built the confidence to figure out that it worked. She got, you know, next is the strategy, how to get strategy. What is strategy? Strategy is, okay, what is my marketing plan? How do I market this? How do I sell? How do I plan 20 to 30, 40,000 months? That's strategy. You have to learn that. You don't just, it just doesn't come to you. You have to learn that. This is everything that I've learned in coaching. I think I've invested about $60,000 in coaching. I did, because I knew that my business was going to be a multi 6-figure business. And I knew that money that I was investing, I was going to be able to pay it right back, and it wasn't going to be a problem, because I'm that relentless and I'm that focused. Like, I know, okay, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about that money at that moment. I know that I'm going to pay that money back, because I'm going to be the best client, and I'm going to make that money. I'm going to build this business. I'm going to do everything these successful coaches tell me to do. Okay. So that's the strategy, right? And once you learn the strategy, once you got the belief, the confidence, the clarity, the confidence, and the strategy, profit. It goes to profit. Straight up, right here, profit. But you got to get all this right. You can't start here, strategy, and go to profit. You got to get your belief, your clarity, your confidence, and the strategy to get to profit. And some of you can know this, right? Because you haven't hit the profit and you've been working on this business or this idea that you've had for a long time. But because you haven't done the work in belief and in clarity and in confidence and strategy yet, you can't get to the profit. This is the hard truth when it comes to trying to build a business and building impact. So now we're going to get into the juice that what you guys came for, okay? What you wanted to learn today. How did I continue to grow my business, right? How did I continue to level up when I started my business from 2017, right? How do I keep that momentum going? Let me see if there's any questions. If you have any questions, just pop them in, okay? How did I continue to grow my business? So let's talk about that. So how I grew my business fast and kept the momentum going, like I said. So the first thing I said was I invested in myself and my business. You can't nickel and dime your business, all right? Whether, like I said, whether it's equipment, it's software, it's, it's coaching, it's strategy, it's books, it's whatever it is, you're investing in yourself and in your business, right? The other thing that I did, I took massive action every day. I have not worked on my business. And one day, well, I could take vacations now and I can take several days off at a time now. But in the beginning, I took massive action every day since 2017. When I finally made a decision, I did something to build my business every day because I was that relentless and I was that like, this is by any means necessary. I'm going to build this business. I had, I just kept going and I didn't stop. So massive action every single day. All right. You have to sell all the time, whether it's yourself or your services. right? You have to promote yourself, talk about how you're an expert, you know, share information, teach something, right? You have to do this every day, right? And some people are like, Chandra, I can't do this every day. I do it every day and it didn't kill me. I didn't die. I promise you won't die, and you can do it and you can figure it out. Watch other people that you want to be like, or people that you admire that are doing what you want to do. How are they moving, right? How are they marketing themselves? Right? There's strategies that you don't have to be on social media every day. You can schedule posts, but you're teaching something, you're sharing information, you're talking about, you're promoting yourself. This is things you have to do every day. All right. The next thing is you have to shift be relentless and resilient. You have to keep going. You can't stop. If you like something, if you fall down, if you make a mistake, you have to dust yourself off and go and keep going, right? If you developed a product or service and it sucked and nobody bought it, you can't be like, oh, poor me, this ain't working, I'm just gonna hide under the rock, and then you just let it go. All right, you just give up, and then you're gone and you hide and nobody's seen you forever. All right, you have to be relentless and resilient to be able to dust yourself off and keep going. It's absolute. This is how I did it. I made so many mistakes. I've had programs, workshops, trainings, different things that I did. Nobody bought. Nobody knew. It's not like I made an announcement. Hey, everybody, nobody bought this. It's going to happen to you. You have to see what's not working and learn. Entrepreneurship is about mistakes. You have to make several mistakes to figure out the sweet spot, to figure out what works all the time. Mistake after mistake after mistake. And some of you know, right? If you are willing to share your mistake, put your mistake in the comments, share your mistake, because I just shared mine, right? And I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm not worried about it. So I'll share mine because it helped me. I would not be here if I didn't learn what didn't work. I wouldn't be here. All right. The next thing is you have to shift your belief and mindset massively. You have to learn how to work on your mindset. 90% of success in business is your mindset. 90%. 10% is a strategy and everything else. 90% is that confidence, that belief, that mindset to believe that you can do it and have that confidence. Like, that's 90%, but you got to do the work. You have to shift that every day and do the work and think positive thoughts, the catch and switch, catch that negative thought and turn into a positive thought. That negative thought that says, you're not ready yet. It's not your time. Why don't you wait a few months? Why don't you read another book? Why don't you watch another video? Don't put that out there yet. You know, it's not perfect yet. No, you need to say, I need to take action now. Who cares if it's not perfect? I need to do it, and not listen, and be able to block that negative mindset out, that negative talk, be able to block it out. Okay. The next thing is pick one thing and focus on it. A lot of people say, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I sell several things. I do several things. And you do several things and none of them are successful. So you have to focus on one. You have to zone in on one and do that and market that longer than you feel like it. You can't be all over the place, because then you can confuse the audience. They don't know what you sell. Do you sell makeup or do you sell real estate? What do you sell? I'm confused. I don't know. So I don't know what to buy from you because I don't know what you have. All right. So let me see if anybody has a comment or a question. My mistake was not starting with Chandra last month. Hey, Sparkle, it is what it is. Okay. You can start with me now. It's all good. Got you. All right. So other things that I did for massive success was social media. Okay. I grew my business mostly on Instagram. Not Instagram, on Facebook. Okay. I built a multi-six-figure business on Facebook alone. Okay. And that was without paid ads. I do paid ads now, and I put money behind marketing, in a bigger way, because now I have a bigger budget. I have a bigger budget now, so I can do it. I couldn't do it before. I had it organically. And this is where a lot of you have to start organically, right? On Facebook, on Instagram. I created you. So you need to have Facebook and Instagram business pages, YouTube channel where you're doing videos, you're creating videos, sharing content, sharing your knowledge. This is where you need to be. You have to be in these places telling people what you know. If people don't know what you do, how are they going to buy from you? How are they going to hire you? How are they going to refer you to speak on this stage? How are they going to refer you to be a consultant here if they don't know what you do? All right. I started making marketing material on canva.com. So Canva is the place for people who are just starting out, who need marketing material. It's user friendly, and you create your own flyers, your own brochures. You can do little memes, little inspirational messages with your picture. These are all places I tell my clients to start by putting themselves out there and sharing information, inspiring the masses, showing up for people, just showing them who you are, putting yourself out there, putting your logo on a marketing material, and with a nice quote. That's where you start. Just start making baby steps to put yourself out there and sharing your logo and your business with the world. All right. Hire somebody on Fiverr to work on your flyers, your website, and branded memes, or you hire somebody. I hired Fatten. She's here. She's assisting me online right now. But I hired her before I quit my job. So I invested in a coach. I hired a VA before. And I think this is why I was able to hit success pretty fast, is because I did all these things. I took massive action quickly, right? I took massive action. And it was because I had coaches, honestly. I had coaches pushing me. I was just like, these successful coaches that had successful businesses, I just did what they said. I'm like, obviously they know what they're doing. They did it. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to do what they did, right? Just duplicate it. We don't have to overcomplicate things, right? We overcomplicate things. Just do what that coach tells you to do. Just do it. The problem is a lot of people don't do it. They just sit back and overthink and overthink and overthink. Okay. Marketing and sales strategy. So I had to learn, it's important for success in your business, is who is your customer or your target audience. All right, I need a drink because I get really hot and passionate when I do these webinars. Who is your customer or your target audience? You need to know who that is. If you're a consultant, what type of business do you want to work at? What type of organization do you want to focus? Who do you want to serve? Okay. What are their pain points? Why do they need you? A pain point is a problem that they have. Why do they need you? Right? This is what business is about. You are solving a problem. You are solving a problem. So what are the pain points? Why do they need you? Okay, you need to know this. You need to know this as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, these things. You have to speak and market daily and almost twice to 3 times a day, right? So if you're a consultant, I always advise my clients to be marketing on LinkedIn. Is your page optimized? Does it look like you are professional? If you are not my friend on LinkedIn, go friend me and go look at my page on LinkedIn. Okay. It tells you who I am, what I do, all of that. Okay. So make sure your page looks like that. It says exactly who you are and what you do and how you help people. All right. So go check out my page, friend me. I'll accept you, and you can copy my format, whatever you want to do. But I also help my clients upgrade their LinkedIn in that way, so they stand out of the crowd in that way. All right. You have to get the training and support in your business to show up for it like it's a full-time job. Okay. So you have to show up for your business like it's a full-time job. Most of us don't. This is why we don't see, if everybody did this stuff, everybody would be successful. This is why you only see a few people here and there that that are very successful in business, is because not everybody's willing to do this work. So you have to figure out if you are that person. All right. Or are you just a talker, or you are just a person that stands on the sidelines? All right. So the next thing is customer attraction marketing, targeting, email sales, finding your buyers. So customer attraction marketing is marketing online and speaking to your customer, right? So you're talking to them. I do this all the time. I only post and market to women, ambitious women. That's who my clients are. So I don't care about anybody else. I'm not talking to anybody else but ambitious women every day. So that is my customer attraction marketing. I'm always trying to attract the right women that are ambitious, that are relentless, that want to work and build something amazing. All right. So we do targeting. I don't know why it says just targeting email sales. So I've created email lists. So you can create an email list for your business, like a constant contact or MailChimp, and you build your email list of targeted people that are interested in your business and what you have to sell. Okay. And you build that, right? And then you can sell to these people that are on your list, and you can also sell on social media. So you have two places to sell. So when you have a product or service, you can send an email, say, hey, everybody, I got this thing going on. Why don't you join me? Or why don't you sign up? Right? So you have two places to market. So that's why having an email list is important. Okay. And you be able to, and as you market, you have to be able to find your buyers. Where do your buyers hang out? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? I've realized and I know that my clients are on Facebook, right? Although I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, I do a lot of my focus and my time is on Facebook. So you have to be able to get to a point to know that and learn that about your clients and your service. So I just wanted you guys to, I wanted to introduce you to one of my clients, just so you guys can see kind of the work that I've done with some people. So Nia, she was working full-time as a licensed clinical therapist at Kaiser. And she wanted to start a big movement to help Black men with mental health, right? So it was called Restoring the King. So she came to me and was like, I have this movement I want to create. I just don't know how to create it. So she came to me, and while we were working together, she left Kaiser. So we structured her pricing and her services and her marketing and really structured her business. And now she is full-time entrepreneur, created a movement called Restoring the King, helping Black men really realize that they need mental health services, and she created a program for them. So that was just amazing for her to do that. But this is the type of work that we do, is, you know, having a big vision, and how do you build on that big vision? Okay. So some other business, basic business fundamentals you need to have is your website, right? Your business licenses, your brand colors and logo. Do you have that? Do you have the structure in place for your business? Do you have somebody assisting you doing the admin work? Do you need somebody to do like a program manager? You know, you're the CEO, you're the vision, you're the big ideas, you're doing the meetings. How is your business structured, right? Do you have clear services and products? Is that clear, right? Or you're all over the place, right? You don't have that set. You have to have clear products and services so people know what you have, right? Do you have professional pictures done, right? You don't have just a selfie. You have to have some professional pictures done. You know, if you want to be a business person, if you want to be an entrepreneur, for people to take you seriously, you got to start creating marketing material where people are going to look at you like, okay, I'll pay her because she does look like she is professional. So it's not very expensive to get professional pictures done. You can find a photographer to do a few headshots, do a few poses, and at least get a few done. Okay. Pricing and how to take payment. So you got to learn how to price your stuff properly, right? How do you price your consulting work? How do you price your services, that your one-on-one services that you provide? How, you know, how are other people pricing it? Getting your pricing right, and how to take payment. What are the different ways you're going to take payment? So you have to have all this set up, so then if somebody reaches out to you, you're able to say, hey, yeah, here, I have this. Here's this link. You can make a payment here. Because a lot of people start talking about their business, and then somebody says, okay, I want to buy from you, and they have nothing set up. Nothing. They'll call me like, oh my gosh, Chandra, this person wants to buy from me and I don't have, you know, and I have to walk them through on how to set up payment options, PayPal, Stripe. These are different services that you can utilize to take payment. Okay. And then CRM, right? So this is the email service provider that you can get to create an email list. And these are all people you target. So example, you've seen the freebie that I lead your 9 to 5. Those are the 5 steps. So we put that out on social media. So anybody that was interested in leaving their job for entrepreneurship clicked on it, and now they're on my email list. Some of you, that might be you, right? This is how you attract your target audience, and you put them on your email list so then you can offer them products or services later. So this is how you build an audience. This is how you build possible clients, future clients. You build people that you can market to, that people that need your services, that are looking for services like yours. All right. Another thing you need to have is an appointment and calendar service. So there's Acuity, That's ACUITY for people to book an appointment. You can, this is free. You can set it up, Acuity, and get a 30-minute appointment. Somebody says, I want to talk to you about your services. You can send them the link. Here, book it on my calendar. All right. These are all things set up to create a successful business. All right. And another thing is commitment and time, right? You have to put in the time and the commitment if you want a successful business. All right. So I get a lot of people that say, but Chandra, I have no money to start a business. And Marissa's on the call. And this, Marissa, I put this little thing on here because this was you. Marissa was able to raise $8,000 from kiva.org, okay, for her business, to start her business. This is working capital that most of us don't have when we start a business. I used Kiva. I used Kiva when I started my business. I got $9,000 to invest into my business right away. Okay, go check it out, kiva.org. Okay, this is a little nugget. I tell people, a lot of people about it and they don't move forward on it. They don't even take action. Marissa took action. She got money for her business and was able to invest and get material and really invest in like attorneys and different things she needed for her business. Okay. And this was money that she has to pay back, but it's zero interest. It's zero interest. And this is why you can't be scared to invest. You can't be scared to borrow money. This is leverage. When you borrow money, it's leverage for your business, because if you believe in your business, you know you're going to make that money back and you're going to be able to pay it back. All right. You can't live in fear when you're building a business. You can't live in fear. Please spell kiva.org. Acuity, it's Acuity, CUITY, and it's kiva.org. Okay. The good thing is when Marissa applied for Kiva, she was my client. So I was able to help her with the application. And it was kind of, we were able to cheat because I did the application. I got my money. So that's why I want to talk about money here, right? Investing in your business is leverage. It definitely is leverage, and you have to do it. And like I said, you nickel and dime your business, you're going to get nickel and dime results. So Chandra, how do I do this? Okay. So what I tell people is use your job as your GoFundMe. You have to use some of that money and invest it into your business, right? A lot of you are probably doing that already, right? So I would always tell people, my job is my GoFundMe. All right. My good job I had before I went to full-time entrepreneurship was my GoFundMe. And then I did the Kickstarter campaign, which is kiva.org. I used Kiva as leverage. I was like, I need money to pay this coach. I need money to do this. I'm going to go to Kiva. Kiva helped me. Okay. So either I paid the money and then I knew that money was coming. I'm telling you, you don't even understand how many chances I took on my business. Credit cards, like sneaked money, like all this stuff to build my business. But it was necessary. I wanted it that bad. I wanted it that bad. Other ways people have invested in their business and that I have is home equity, loans and 401k. I have clients that they took a little bit of money out of their 401k and they're like, I want to start my business, right? I mean, what are you putting it there for? Of course, to retire later, but why not start your dream? Why not leverage that money to start a business that you can really build and really build on your dream? All right. Credit cards and loans. I'm telling you, this is what I did. And a lot of people are scared to do that. They're like, I don't want to get in debt. I don't want to get in debt. I don't want to get in debt. But you have to take risk, right? This is what big business do. They borrow money to build. They borrow millions of dollars to build $1 million companies, right? This is what they do, right? They don't just have money coming out of their ASS, right? They have to borrow money to build it, right? So this is necessary. We don't do it, especially as people of color, because we don't come from that. We don't see that. So it's really hard for us to put our hands on it, to really grasp it, because we're like, I don't want to get into debt. I'm so scared of debt. But you'll go and buy an iPhone. You'll go and buy Jordans. You'll go and buy, Louis Vuitton bag. You'll go and buy different things and go into debt for other things, but not yourself and not your business. A lot of people do that. Another way a lot of people have invested in themselves has been professional development funds through your job. So I've had a lot of tech companies invest in working with me. My clients have got reimbursed for professional development. They went to their HR department and got it approved. So, don't, count that out. Like, go to your HR. You might not even know it's there, but a lot of companies have money put aside for their for their employees to invest in professional development, and this is professional development. Okay. So, oh, Terrence, you're putting your website again. Well, thank you. I see some questions. I was like, I'll put them in the chat. Okay. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about, how in business. So I know where to donate. I know what political campaigns to get involved in. I know where to put my money, right? I know. So if anybody calls me and say, Chandra, what should I do? Or who is this candidate? Blah, blah, blah. I can do that. And I have some clout and I have some influence to get things done. All right. So the way you do that as an entrepreneur, and if you want to be an influencer in your community and in your industry, is find boards and commission. These are nonprofit boards that you want to sit on. Go call them and ask them, do you have board positions open? I'd like to apply. You apply for these boards. There's commissions in every city and county that you live in. So whatever city you live in, city of Chicago commissions, and you look at it, or county, look at your city or county, put commissions with the name of that county and see what boards and commissions you are qualified. You can apply to be on these boards and commissions. And, if you get appointed, you are now a commissioner. Look at how your title, you leverage a title, and now people are calling you commissioner, right? So it's just a level of respect that you get put behind your name as getting that clout and that credibility, just like that. All right. Political engagement, right? Know who's running for office. Know the city council, the mayor. Engage with them. The secret, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. How I got engaged with a lot of these political leaders was I connected with their assistants, with the people. If you guys see politicians, and this was pre-COVID, at events, they're walking around and there's always somebody hanging out with them, taking pictures, or their assistant. Get to know them. Get to know them and be friends with them, and they get you in the door to meet these other politicians. Engage with them, talk about topics in their community, find out if they have different committees to join and engage. Follow them on social media, go to events that they have, and get to know them. You want them to know you, right? I know every politician on city council, and they know who I am. The mayor calls me on my phone, he texts me, right? He knows who I am. You want them to know who you are, right? This is also important about when I'm going to teach you guys about how to get awards. The players, the movers and the shakers need to know who you are. If they don't know who you are, how are they going to nominate you for awards, right? How are they going to put your name in the hat for opportunity? All right. So this is so important. Political engagement. It's very important to know the movers and the shakers in your community, and it's not that hard to get to know them. All right. So also join business chambers and engage, right? In all of these boards, commissions, political engagement, take your seat at the table and become a leader. Become the chair of that board. Become the president of that board. Be in leadership positions. This is how I made impact, and this is how I won awards. It's like I stepped up to the plate. I wasn't just a fly on the wall. I wasn't just sitting at the table. I took leadership roles and I implemented and took action, just like I do in my business. Just like I do. You have to be relentless, take action. Same type of fundamentals that I did in the community. I just transferred it to business. All right. And you can impact lives. Okay. I was a commissioner. I was able to, as a commissioner, we were overseeing prisons, and I noticed, jails. I noticed that at the women's jail didn't have vocational programs for the women, and I called it out. And now they're building vocational programs for women in the jails. When the men had 6 different vocational programs, the women had 1, and it was embroidery, and the embroidery machine was broke for a year. So women weren't learning anything in the jail, but the men were learning all these skills and the women weren't. But because I was a commissioner and I was a woman commissioner, I was able to call that out and say this needed to change. And if I wasn't there, who would have called that out? Right. So this is why I push this, because one person One voice can really make a difference, okay? One person and one voice. So women, right? It's our time now more than ever, right? Look at politics. Look at what's going on in the world, right? We have our first woman vice president. More women are taking our seats at the table. More women are starting businesses every day. During the pandemic, so many women, especially women of color, lost their jobs and they're starting businesses. Because women, when we get our backs put against the wall, we're relentless and we'll go all in, right? If we want to start a business, we're going to start a business, right? And we're going to go all in because we got to take care of our family. We got to do what we got to do. We don't make excuses, right? So more women are starting businesses every day. All right. We are finally realizing our worth and our contributions more than ever. We are seeing that these companies don't value us. They'll drop us like a bad habit real quick. I mentioned this statistic earlier. It's when women are powerful, right? When women are wealthy and powerful, we give 90% back into our family and into our community. We're sharing it, right? Compared to men at 30%. And men have control of this country, of this world. Men have been controlling it for so long. What if we shifted that, ladies? Our time is right now to shift that, okay? And to make a difference. And she wanted to be a leader. She wanted to win awards. She wanted to be that voice, that social justice activist, okay? And, you know, now she is full-time entrepreneur. She is not working at a school anymore. All kinds of DEI telling you how to work with me, the opportunity to work with me. All right. So this is Powerhouse Academy. I'm just going to click on it because it's going to go program. All right. You get motivational messages from me constantly, text messaging, inbox. I watch you, follow you. I'm holding your hand through the program, training you on how to do all those things that I just went over, and a kick in the butt because you don't need any more information. You need like fundamental work, move, take action, let's do it. And you learn how to do this so I can move forward and make some money, right? So it's just too much information. You guys already seen this enough. So let me see, what is some of the chat saying? Okay, love it. All right, Fatin is gonna put the link if you guys are interested in Powerhouse Academy before I go into some of the trainings, but Fatin, go ahead and put the link if you wanna book a call right now because we're getting towards the end of the training, but if you're interested in just learning more about it, book a call with me ASAP, get on my calendar at the soonest date and time that you can to talk about it if you're interested, okay? The sooner the better to get you on so you can learn more about it. So a month from now, you can either have a month of progress or a month of excuses on why you didn't. So please understand that discipline weighs ounces and regret weighs tons. Stop putting off until tomorrow what you can do today, okay? So this is something I live by every day. I don't put anything off. I just take massive action all the time. And this is why I'm growing. This is plain and simple. So this is Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena Mendoza, founder of Intentional Leadership. I'm a proud alum of the Powerhouse Academy Cohort 4. I'm super glad to help you make leaps and bounds.
I'm not going to go through it all, but anyway, so imagine if we had more women with money, power, and influence, right? What would that look like? That would look like a flourishing community just like this, right? Like Beyonce, right? Successful, powerful, and giving back to her community. And that's what she does. She donates a lot of money to big organizations, lots of money, and really makes a huge impact, right? If we can just do a piece of that, a percentage of that, imagine how you would feel. Imagine, this is what keeps me going. This is absolutely what keeps me going. So remember, the link is in the chat. If you want to book a call, please get on my calendar, right? If you're just curious, it's not locking you into anything, but if you just want to talk about what coaching looks like and what support would look like to get you to that next level so you can build your business and